The room was dimly lit, a warm amber glow casting shadows that danced on the walls. Soft, ethereal music filled the space, its rhythm weaving a serene spell. You sat in a plush armchair, your hands resting on the velvety arms, your heartbeat steady but quickened by anticipation. Across from you sat her, Sophie, the hypnotic girl. She exuded an aura of calm confidence, her voice as soothing as a lullaby and her eyes like twin pools of mystery. "Are you ready?" she asked, her lips curving into a gentle smile. You nodded, swallowing hard. You had always been curious, intrigued by the idea of stepping into a different world, a different you. Sophie had promised an experience that would free your mind, allowing you to explore without judgment, without fear. "Close your eyes," she instructed, her tone soft yet commanding. "Let go of everything. The tension in your shoulders, the weight of the day. Release it all." You did as she said, sinking deeper into the chair, your muscles loosening. Her voice became your anchor, guiding you into a tranquil state. "Imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror," she said. "But this is no ordinary mirror. This one reflects not just your image, but your desires, your possibilities. Look closely. Who do you see?" The vision in your mind sharpened. At first, it was just you, as you were familiar, ordinary. But then, the reflection shifted. Your features softened, your hair grew longer, cascading in silken waves. A hint of makeup accentuated your eyes, making them sparkle with a newfound confidence. A dress hugged your figure, flowing gracefully as you moved. "You see her, don't you?" Sophie's voice was a gentle whisper in your ear. "The beautiful girl you've always wanted to be. She's you, and she's waiting to step out into the world." A rush of emotions washed over you. Excitement, fear, curiosity. Could it really be that simple? Could you transform? Even if just for a moment? "Let her out," Sophie encouraged. "Feel her presence. Let her guide you." Your body tingled as if awakened by a gentle current. Your breathing slowed, each inhale drawing you closer to the image in the mirror. The boundaries between reality and imagination blurred, and you felt yourself slipping into her skin, becoming her. When Sophie told you to open your eyes, you hesitated, afraid the vision might shatter. But her voice was irresistible, and when you finally complied, the room around you felt different, more vibrant, more alive. "Now," Sophie said, standing and extending her hand, "let's make her real." You took her hand, rising to your feet. She led you to a wardrobe in the corner of the room, its doors adorned with intricate carvings. When she opened it, you gasped. Inside was a treasure trove of outfits, each more stunning than the last. Dresses in every color of the rainbow, delicate blouses, flowing skirts, and rows of shoes that ranged from chic heels to playful flats. Sophie's eyes sparkled with excitement. Choose something that speaks to her. Let her pick. Your hands trembled as you reached for a lavender dress. Its fabric was soft, almost weightless, and it shimmered subtly under the light. Holding it against you, you felt a thrill you couldn't quite explain. "That's perfect," Sophie said, her approval sending a wave of warmth through you. "Try it on." She guided you to a screen for privacy, though her presence was reassuring rather than intrusive. As you slipped out of your clothes and into the dress, you felt a profound transformation. The fabric hugged you in all the right places, its gentle weight grounding you in this new identity. When you stepped out, Sophie's reaction was immediate and genuine. "You're stunning," she said, clasping her hands together. "But we're not done yet." She guided you to a vanity table, its surface strewn with makeup and accessories. Sitting you down, she began to work her magic. Her hands moved deftly, applying foundation, blush, eyeliner, and lipstick with an artist's precision. "Look at yourself," she said when she finished. You hesitated, but when you met your reflection, your breath caught. The person staring back at you was radiant, confident, alive. She was everything you had envisioned and more. "She's always been there," Sophie said, placing a comforting hand on your shoulder. "You just needed a little help to see her." The rest of the evening was a whirlwind of discovery. Sophie taught you how to walk in heels, how to carry yourself with grace. She encouraged you to experiment with different outfits, each one revealing another facet of the girl within you. As the night wore on, you felt a sense of liberation you hadn't known was possible. For the first time, you weren't bound by expectations or fear. You were free to explore, to be. When it was time to leave, Sophie handed you a small box.
"Take this," she said.
It's a gift, a reminder of who you are. Inside was a delicate necklace, its pendant a tiny mirror. Whenever you doubt yourself, look into this and remember, the girl you saw tonight is always with you. You hugged her tightly, words failing to express your gratitude. As you stepped out into the night, the cool air brushing against your skin, you felt a newfound confidence. You weren't just pretending, you were becoming. The world felt brighter, more inviting, and you knew this was just the beginning of a beautiful journey. Sophie's gift hung delicately around your neck as you stepped out of her home and into the cool evening air. The night wrapped around you like a velvet blanket, carrying with it a newfound sense of possibility. The heels on your feet clicked against the pavement, each step a declaration of freedom, of discovery. The lavender dress swayed lightly with your movements, and for the first time in your life, you felt truly seen, even if it was only by yourself. You couldn't stop looking at the small mirror pendant Sophie had given you. It caught the faint glow of the streetlights, refracting little sparks of light that felt like miniature stars. This small object wasn't just a token, it was a promise, a reminder of the girl within you. The city seemed to echo your feelings, its vibrancy mirroring your own. Every corner held an air of mystery, every sound a melody. You walked with purpose, unsure where you were headed, but unbothered by the uncertainty. It wasn't about the destination, it was about the journey. The rhythm of your heels carried you to a small cafe tucked away on a quiet street. Its warm interior glowed invitingly, the soft hum of chatter and clinking mugs spilling out onto the sidewalk. You hesitated for a moment, your hand hovering over the door handle. Was this really you? Could you walk in there, just as you were, and feel at ease? Then you remembered Sophie's words. The girl you saw tonight is always with you. With a deep breath, you pushed the door open. Inside, the cafe felt like another world, a cocoon of warmth and comfort. The walls were lined with shelves of books and art, and the air smelled of coffee and freshly baked pastries. A few people glanced your way as you entered, their expressions neutral, even kind. You ordered a tea and found a cozy seat by the window. As you sipped from the steaming cup, you let your gaze wander outside, watching the world pass by. The tea's warmth spread through you, grounding you in this moment of serenity. "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" The voice startled you, pulling you out of your thoughts. You looked up to see a young woman standing beside your table, her smile bright and open. She held a cup of coffee in one hand and a small notebook in the other. "And no, it's not," you stammered, gesturing to the empty chair across from you. "Thanks." She set her things down and slid into the seat. "I hate sitting alone in places like this. Feels weird, you know?" You nodded, unsure how to respond. Her presence was both intimidating and comforting, her energy as vibrant as her rainbow-striped scarf. "I'm Emily, by the way," she said, extending a hand. You introduced yourself, your voice barely above a whisper. Emily leaned back, studying you with a curious gaze. "You have great taste. That dress is stunning on you." A blush crept up your cheeks. "Oh, thank you. Don't mention it. I mean it." She sipped her coffee, her eyes twinkling. "So, what brings you here tonight? Special occasion?" You hesitated, unsure how much to share. But something about Emily's genuine interest made you feel safe. "Not really. Just trying something new."
She grinned.
"Good for you. Life's too short to stick to the same old routines." The conversation flowed effortlessly after that. Emily's warmth was infectious, her enthusiasm for life drawing you out of your shell. She told you about her love for art and her dream of opening a gallery someday. In turn, you found yourself sharing bits and pieces of your journey, not everything but enough to feel connected. Hours seemed to pass in a blink, and when the cafe announced its closing time, you felt a pang of disappointment. "Well, I guess that's our cue," Emily said, gathering her things. "But hey, this was fun. We should do it again sometime." You nodded, a shy smile playing on your lips. "I'd like that." She scribbled her number on a napkin and handed it to you. "Call me, or text. Whatever works." As she walked away, you felt a strange mix of emotions: nervousness, excitement, and a spark of hope. The next few days were a blur of introspection and experimentation. Sophie had opened a door, and you were determined to explore what lay beyond. Each morning, you found yourself drawn to the wardrobe she had let you borrow from, a curated collection of dresses, skirts, and accessories that felt like a treasure chest. You spent hours learning the little details that made the transformation feel authentic: the way a brush of blush could bring warmth to your cheeks, the confidence that came from mastering the perfect cat eye, the joy of slipping on a pair of heels that made you stand taller, both physically and emotionally. But it wasn't just about the outward appearance. With each day, you felt yourself embracing the girl within, letting her voice grow louder. You practiced speaking with her confidence, moving with her grace. And as you did, the lines between you and her began to blur. One evening, as you were putting on the final touches of your makeup, your phone buzzed. It was a message from Emily.
"Hey,
"There's an open mic night at this cool spot downtown. Wanna come?" Your heart raced. The idea of stepping out into the world again, this time with Emily, was both thrilling and terrifying. But you knew the answer before you even typed it. "I'd love to. What time?" The venue was a small, intimate bar with low lighting and an eclectic vibe. The walls were covered in posters and graffiti art, and the stage at the far end hosted a variety of performers, from poets to musicians to stand-up comedians. Emily waved you over from a corner table, her smile as radiant as ever. You made it. You felt a surge of relief at her warmth. Wouldn't miss it. The evening was magical. The performances were raw and authentic, each one a glimpse into someone's soul. You and Emily cheered loudly for your favorites, the energy between you electric. At one point, Emily leaned closer, her voice low but sincere. "You seem different tonight. More confident." You smiled, a quiet pride blooming in your chest. "I guess I'm just starting to figure things out." She nodded, her gaze steady.
good."
You deserve to feel this way. By the time the night ended, you felt like a different person, or rather, more like the person you were always meant to be. Emily walked you to your car, the cool night air swirling around you. "I'm really glad we met," she said, her voice soft. "Me too," you replied, the words carrying more weight than she could possibly know. As you drove home, the city lights blurring into streaks of color, you realized just how much had changed. This wasn't just an exploration or a passing phase. This was you, unapologetically, beautifully you. Weeks turned into months, and with each passing day, you grew more comfortable in your skin. Sophie continued to be a source of guidance, her encouragement unwavering. Emily became a cherished friend, her support as constant as her laughter. The girl in the mirror wasn't just a reflection anymore. She was real, alive, and thriving. And as you looked at her, you couldn't help but smile. Because she was you. All along, she had been you. And now, the world could see it too. Thank you so much for watching till now. It means the world to have you here. This community is all about empowering each other and celebrating the incredible journeys of everyone on their path to living authentically. If you're ever feeling lost or alone, remember you have a whole family here for you. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. And let's keep inspiring each other, sending you all the love and strength in the world. Until next time, live your life by your rules.